Hey y'all, it's Obi.
Hey y'all, this is Marques.
This is Adeola.
This is Ty.
We are back and you are watching the REALCAP.
Today, we are going to discuss Season 4, Episode 1 of Insecure.
I'm excited.
As the new season begins, Issa is going full speed planning for the block party.
I am actually here for this collaboration.
Issa and Condola as friends is actually a good look. I mean, Condola is helpful and has resources. Issa needs help and has no resources.
Issa and Condola found themselves at a time where they both needed each other and they could both amplify each other's strengths.
We also meet the new dude in Issa's rotation. This time it's TSA Bay.
I just don't like the word rotation.
Body positivity has officially entered this season of Insecure.
So I think the TSA Bay is a step down for Issa. I mean, how do you go from Daniel, Lawrence, and Nathan to Chappie chasing?
I think that this is good for Issa. This is no strings attached. This is her just getting things out of her system while she focuses on the task at hand.
Issa has needs, and as long as her needs are being met, it's an amazing thing.
Once travel perks come up again, Issa will never have to wait in line at the airport security again.
TSA pre-check.
We all saw Get Out. TSA Bay saved the day, so do you, boo. Molly and Issa are going shopping. Of course, Ratchet-ass Issa is returning some previously worn clothes with tags on them and trying to pick up some new ones.
Really, Issa? You're too old for this.
But I mean, who hasn't done that before?
Who knew Issa was a stunt queen? During a meeting at Condola's offices, the fangirl moment that Condola and Issa are having is temporarily put on pause when Tiffany reveals that Condola is dating Lawrence. Yikes.
Issa is literally sitting there trying to pick up her job off the floor. If I was Issa and I found out that my business partner was dating an ex of mine,
He's my ex, so that's that. I will not let that get in the way of my paper, period.
When you break up with someone, especially after 5 years, you really just don't want anything to do with that person, right? But in this situation, Issa doesn't really have that luxury. And the last thing you want to do is let feelings for your ex jeopardize and compromise your bag. Like, especially when your bag is empty.
Now, as for Tiffany is shady.
Tiffany is about the mess.
Tiffany knew and just so happened to decide to tell her at this point.
I would have more issue with Tiffany for holding this back from me than Condola or Lawrence.
On your friend contract, you gotta let your friend know what their ex is doing, right? Like, any intel you have about my ex, you have to let me know.
it is a duty of yours to at least give her the heads up.
Later that night, Condola confronts Lawrence about finding out that Issa and him were together for 5 years.
But if I was Lawrence, I would be just like hella annoyed at the situation.
The last thing you want is someone that you're trying to get to know on new, fresh terms, to be having a conversation with someone who knows all about your past and the person that you were. Okay, I'm not my past. There's no future in my past.
Look, don't let an ex mess up the future.
The whole Issa Lawrence thing, like, we have got to move on. Like, we need some new characters. Meanwhile, Molly is still hanging with Asian Bae. Okay.
On the way to the block party, Molly finds out that Asian Bae is actually dating other people.
She tries to play it off like, oh yeah, I'm dating other people too. Now you know she ain't dating nobody.
I get that Molly is a little bit upset, she's a little bit hurt, right? You should always assume that someone is dating someone else until they tell you otherwise.
One of the things I really like about Asian Bae is that he keeps it real.
Honesty is the best policy, and he was honest.
Look, if you can have good communication early on in the relationship, you have a chance. If not, forget about it.
So the block party has arrived.
And there's just like so much going on.
Issa has her village there. Her brother's on the ones and twos. Kelly is bartending.
Even TSA Bay is like security out front, you know, hyping people up as they're coming in the party.
However, she really doesn't know how to sell or communicate the message of what the block party is. Things are not going well.
Issa's running around like off the cuff, making up shit about the event.
We all know this is an Issa production, so something was bound to go wrong.
Porta potties are not working. The DJ starts playing ratchet music, right? All you ladies, yo, Like, hey.
Definitely not the right song for the space.
Just do it. Do it.
She grabs the mic. She tries to get everyone's attention just to kind of reset and make sure, you know, people know why they showed up in the first place. And I think she's doing a really, really good job.
Issa's block party turned out to be a wild success with over 30 sponsors confirming.
So I'm really happy for Issa. Issa needs a win. She's been losing for a long time.
So I think that Issa's block party was a mess. She's just not on top of her shit. It's kind of frustrating, season 4, that she's still dropping the ball in these ways.
Surprise, surprise. Molly is in her feelings about Asian Bae dating other people. So she gets all mad and she like asks him to take a lift home and doesn't leave with him even if she drove him to the party. It's kind of shysty.
It just wasn't right? He came to support her, she's supporting her friend.
Issa says that she's catching feelings, and as a result, Molly ends up texting him and telling him that she really likes him.
I can't with these ladies.
Molly should have picked up the phone and called her bae and apologized for her behavior.
So I think that Molly texting Asian Bae is a win. This is growth. So this is a win-win, right? Either he's with it and he likes you and you guys can like move forward and make this something official, or he's just like, yo, I'm not there. And then you know where you stand.
What I didn't like at the end is that when Issa told Molly that she was going to stay friends with Condola, Molly was like, why is your life always a mess?
Have you seen your life? Like, you calling me messy?
That Molly is the type of person where when she's going through her own shit, she tends to project.
Issa's not having this. Like, who wants their friend to like think of them and call them messy?
I really like the fact that Issa kind of knows Molly well enough to just kind of say, you know what, this isn't really worth the argument right now.
Molly and Issa's relationship is really strained right now, and it's Molly's fault.
I honestly see a rift occurring between Molly and Issa.
They're very good at being real with each other, but like, I don't think they actually get to the root of their issues together.
Molly and Issa are real friends. Like, Molly's that ride or die. So I think that Molly and Issa's relationship is going to be fine. So the episode ends when Condola shows up at Lawrence's door after the block party to make up.
I think that Lawrence and Condola are on the right track. All this situation let them know is that there are going to be trials.
Her demeanor when she showed up at Lawrence's house was very, very different than when she left the party. It was like, this chick got a little something to prove. And you know what? The jury's out. I think we're going to see how this unfolds because I really don't think that girl is as innocent as she is leading you to believe. I
am completely here for Lawrence and Condola. I think that Lawrence is a good dude. I'm proud of Lawrence. He got his shit together. He got his own place. But at the end of the day, I want Lawrence and Condola together. And let me throw out this prediction. I see a proposal before the end of the season.
This was the REALCAP.
Comments and questions, drop them down below.
And for more videos, go to Sip and Stir TV.